Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Schaake and I'm a member of the European Parliament with the Dutch Democratic Party D66, and we're part of the Alliance of Liberals and Democrats for Europe. And I'm really sorry I cannot attend the WTO forum in person today because trade and technology are both key areas of my work here in the European Parliament. So I thank you for letting me share some of my thoughts with you through this recording. Trade agreements can play a crucial role in constructing a global, rules-based framework for digital trade, but they cannot change fundamental law, at least not in the EU. And this is a perception that many people do hold, and it can lead to unjust hopes, but also unfounded fears. So if we want trade rules to strengthen human rights online, they must take as the baseline strong protection of human rights and inclusiveness. By being clear on the need to protect access to information, non-discrimination, net neutrality and freedom of expression, open societies can leverage the opening up of markets against the need to protect rights. The same goes for creating inclusiveness, but this will require a principled approach. Excessive intellectual property enforcement online can lead to exclusion of people with disabilities and people in developing countries alike. So if we want to improve human rights and inclusion, we should stop focusing narrowly on removing trade barriers as the primary goal of trade agreements. Instead, a win-win between economic development and raising the bar of standards should be sought. Enabling consumer protection and digital rights, such as free speech and access to information, go hand in hand with challenging excessive cybersecurity demands or national requirements to hand over the source code or encryption keys of your products. Caving into such demands hurt both rights protection and economic opportunity. Given the interplay between economic opportunities and digital rights benefits, a more coordinated approach would help. Currently, trade negotiators, civil society organizations, legislators and tech experts try to address the opportunities of the digital economy, internet governance or the protection of digital rights in various fora, often without necessarily having a clear overview of who is doing what. Now, some actors have raised concerns about potential dangers of trade agreements, such as the cementing of outdated copyright rules or the circumvention of privacy standards. But others have focused on the opportunities to safeguard and strengthen the open internet, for instance by banning unjustified forced data localization or prohibiting online censorship. Trade agreements can play a crucial role in constructing a global, rules-based framework for digital trade, but they cannot change fundamental law. And this perception must end because it leads to unjustified expectations. It must be clear that trade agreements are not a zero-sum game between economic interests on the one side and digital rights on the other. As the EU, we need to use trade agreements to try to improve and strengthen digital rights worldwide. The approach would be similar to how we promote values such as respect for the environment, labor rights, animal welfare and human rights as an integral part of foreign policy. I believe opportunity lies in removing forced data localization requirements, which helps digital services and can be beneficial for freedom of speech. Clear provisions that specify which traffic management practices are prohibited under any circumstance can prevent anti-competitive behavior and strengthens net neutrality. Trade agreements can improve privacy and security alike by allowing the unrestricted import, use and sale in commercial markets of products with cryptographic capabilities. So if done well, rules-based trade can help the respect for human rights and inclusiveness. And I would like to see the EU leading in setting global norms, but as always, we can only lead by example. So let's work together to use the opportunity of trade agreements to improve online rights. I'm very happy to discuss this with you further, hopefully in person, and any ideas about this topic are very welcome. For now, I hope I've provided you with some food for thought, and I hope you have a great panel discussion. Thank you.